All right, so I was listening to a popular radio show that comes on here in Atlanta, and it's called Word on the Street. And I wanted to give a shout out to Melania Kai in particular on that show because there was the producer, I believe, or the DJ, whatever he is, VJ, and he made a comment in regards to a woman from Troy, Texas, and she was commenting in regards to the movie Hocus Pocus 2 and that it was not good for the children and it was warping their sense of it was just it's not good for their spirit it was getting into them and it's something that they should not be watching and of course in regards to Halloween and Disney and I stand full behind her for her what she was getting at for her concern as well as Melania Kai did as well no because the the producer or DJ, he made a comment. He trying to kind of went on a little short little ramble or rant and was talking about how the woman is a religious fanatic and she's not talking about is concerned over nothing and it's a bunch of hogwash and this is the reason why children are sheltered and blah 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 blah. And he was just saying a whole lot of stuff that really shows like speaking through the lenses or reading between the blinds, looking between the blinds, reading between the lines is that he really uh, tramples the concern of Christian, God fearing parents. He really walks over it. And Melania Kai, being a professing Christian herself, she stood up. She was like, "No, I'm not. We're not doing that. This is the reason why that woman was concerned, and I, speaking as her, is concerned, and why I stand behind her, stand firmly behind her, or beside her. Why that mother in Texas and Melania Kai is because, from a biblical perspective, obviously the parents are supposed to protect their children, love them, care for them, cherish them, protect your children as much as you can from all of the secular influences in this world, the godless, satanic influences in this world, and there are a lot. And in this context, coming from Disney, as well as Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, um, Marvel, you got to be very concerned in this world coming from these public school indoctrination camps, from these colleges and universities. Even the host is a man. The host, his name is Shelley Winter. He commented to continue on, even saying that not even just from a biblical perspective, but also just as concerned parents. Because concerned parents will wonder, like, why are there transgenders reading books to my children, to my little impressionable kindergartners or preschoolers? Why are my children being indoctrinated with, being taught about sexual contact and oral sex and taught sex uh, as early as third grade? Why? It should not be. It should be back to the original, traditional values and conservative values in school. Not speaking of politics, but traditional and conservatism in the sense that you should just be teaching the basics in school in order to help those children grow. Reading, writing, arithmetic, but also computers and and things like that matter. Because if not, computers, history, again, like I said, reading, writing, arithmetic, these things will help that develop that child's mind so he or she can be prepared for the world, to tackle on the world, to tackle on the workforce, to get out into the world. And it's like they need to on their way to as well, especially with colleges, universities, high schools. When you're a junior, when you're a senior, I had a technology class in my 10th grade. It was fantastic. No, so as well as teaching how money works to prepare these children when they're in college and universities to prepare to purchase a home, major decision, to purchase a vehicle, their first vehicle, major decision, when they're thinking about investing in the stock market, when they're thinking about uh, uh, anything of that matter, any of the things of those whys, instead of all of this woke progressive stuff junk that they're learning. She was concerned, that woman who was in Troy, Texas. The host, he tried to put her down. Well, the DJ, he tried to put her down, but he was completely in the wrong. And Melania Kai, she checked him, and Shelley Winter, he also checked him as well. So, and from a biblical standpoint, 1 Thessalonians 5:22 says, abstain from every appearance of evil. Ephesians 5:19 says, and have no unfruitful works with darkness, but rather reprove them. As well as we also read in Jeremiah 10, which talks about going out into the woods and cutting. I mean, granted, in this holiday season, which is coming in, we see people with their Halloween decorations. And later on, there will be people with their Christ mass decorations and going into the woods and cut down the Tammuz tree. And then they'll have their probably have New Year's celebrations, and then which involves Father Time, which is really just it's a rabbit trail. And then their Valentine's Day celebration, and then Easter, and the whole Ishtar eggs, colored eggs. It's a big gamut. So preparing for this holiday season, this is like a video in preparation for that. Just to let you know, I'm against the Roman Catholic holidays, and I hope you are too in my listening audience. But also, we must protect our children from what they're learning in the schools, what they're learning, what they're watching on television, the junk, the filthy rap music, and all the other types of music, that the genres that they're hearing on the radios, that the parents are playing or bumping in their cars, uh, and movies about just trash that they're watching, uh, sitcoms on television as well. It's the reason why a woman I once dated a short time, she was actually surprised that I don't watch black movies and black sitcoms, and because it's just a caricature really. They're just caricatures. It's like the old minstrel uh, uh, presentations from way back when, and the era of segregation and all that. It's the minstrel shows. So that's why I don't watch these black movies and sitcoms, these black caricatures of what people think black culture and how they believe black culture should act like. I stand I'm firmly against that. But again, going back to our children, I posted a video. Do not mess with our children, and that's what these Hollywood producers and actors, these woke politicians, these weirdo teachers in these public schools, which have made them indoctrination camps, and these weirdo college professors, which has made those colleges and universities indoctrination camps. This is why people keep saying these things like all the time, and which is why Christians need to open their eyes to what's going on around us. Get your heads from out the sand. Protect your children. Learn, involve yourselves more in their lives. Separate yourselves from your work, from your hobbies, playing golf every day, whatever, on the weekends, going to the bar with your buddies. Stop all that. Involve yourselves more in your children's lives and learn. Plug yourself in. What friend? Who are they hanging out with? As well as get a syllabus, a copy of the syllabus from their teachers, a copy of the reading list from the teachers in the elementary schools in particular. Because if it's something that Vodi Balcom once said, is if you keep sending your child to Rome, Don't be shocked when they come back acting like Caesar. Till next time.